Day 9 on QUARAN-LEAN, and we're going to be hitting pure abs today, so it's just an ab-based session. We're going to be doing a TABATA style session, which means it's 20 seconds of exercise followed by 10 seconds of rest. You're going to do that for 8 rounds, which makes a nice 4-minute chunk, and then you'll be resting for a minute before we go on to our next exercise. We've got 3 exercises we're going to be going through. The first one is an alternating jackknife. So you're going to start with your arms above your head, your legs out as far as you can. You're going to bring your knee up towards your chest as your chest comes up towards your knee, and then just reaching down towards the feet with your hands. It's really important on this exercise and the next one to really push your lower back into the ground as hard as you can. So as you raise your chest and your knee up, you'll round your back and you'll start to squeeze your abs, but then push your lower back into the ground as hard as you can every single time, and you'll really engage your core as much as you can. So don't have an arch in your back through any of these. Push the back into the ground, squeeze nice and hard. So they're the alternating jackknives. You can go a little bit faster if you want, but smooth and controlled is always best to make sure that back touches the ground. The second exercise is going to be a dish hold. So there's a couple different ways of doing this. We want to start by pushing our back into the ground, raising our hands and leg up to the top, where we've definitely got just our lower back on the ground and everything else is off the floor. You're then going to lower your legs and arms down slowly until you feel that you're at a position where your back is nearly coming off the floor. So everyone's going to be a bit different on here. Obviously, if you can get your legs out nice and long, way out in front of you and your hands way above your head, that's absolutely amazing, but it's a lot harder to get that pelvis tilted down and your back into the floor when they're in that kind of really elongated shape. So just bring them up a little bit if you need to, but again, you'll be holding that for the 20 seconds and then 10 seconds rest for 8 rounds as we go through. So just adjust how high that is depending on our level. And then we've got one of 2 different exercises for the third one, which is going to be either kick throughs in a press up position. So we're holding a press up position, we're twisting our pelvis round, trying not to turn our shoulders too much, and kicking our right leg through towards the left side, our left leg through towards the right side, and we're just going one and then the other, trying to make sure we get that leg really far through the gap between the arms and the leg. Or we're down in a plank position and we're doing the exact same thing. It's just a little bit harder because you're a little bit lower, so you've got to really tilt that pelvis round to get a room to get that leg through. Even if you slide the toes on the floor as it goes through from one side to the other, no problem whatsoever. So if you do those 3 exercises where we do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 8 rounds with 1 minute rest after the exercise, that'll hit you at 15 minutes. So for the beginner circuit, you're just going to do 15 minutes. For the intermediate circuit, I want you to do another 1 or 2 rounds of any of those exercises. So just choose whichever ones you prefer, and that'll bring you up to 20 or 25 minutes. And then for the advanced circuit, you're going to go through everything twice. So you can do that either doing the first exercise for 8 rounds, resting a minute, then doing the same exercise for another one, so you hit 2 of the same one before you move on. Or you can do it as a circuit where you go first exercise, second, third, first, second, third, and that'll bring you up to half an hour as you go through. Just have a running timer on your phone or a clock or anything like that, and you can kind of check out 20 seconds, rest for 10, 20 seconds, rest for 10, all the way through for 8 rounds, rest for a minute, and then go on to the next one. Give a go. See how it goes. It's a really good one for a bit of core stability on this. Weather's not too good outside for me at the moment anyway, so doing this indoors just on the floor is absolutely perfect. And then we'll see what the weather brings and what we've got tomorrow for day 10. We'll be in double figures then, so day 10 coming up tomorrow.